Hello, welcome. Sorry, it took me a second to get on here. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and start getting stuff ready for the reading. Let's see what we got here. Oops. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Grab some Palo Santo. I'm going to start clearing the space. Welcome. Hope you guys are having a good Thursday. Been looking forward to my live all day. I'm hoping I don't have the lag issues that I have been having. It's been a challenge. I'm getting some new software this weekend, I'm hoping, so maybe that will take care of it. Otherwise, I'm going to have to get like an upgraded internet connection. So we'll see what the deal is. Get that to catch. There we go. Let's clear the space. Get my cards over on this side. Okay, there's a little for me. Welcome. A little for you guys. Okay. That's nice. Get that out of the way. So, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine check-in. Welcome. Hi, Crystal. At the end of, I'm doing a Divine Masculine. Hi, Mel. Nice to see you. I'm doing a Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine check-in for the Twin Flame Collective, Crystal. And at the end, anyone that's logged in when their turn comes up can have a question answered. My list is up until 7:30 p.m. and then I'll be taking it down at 7:30, but still answering all the questions until I get to the end. So, yeah, that's what's going on. I'm happy to answer a question for you. Hold on till the end of the reading to put it in the comments, though, because otherwise I have to scroll way up. Okay. I'm not ready to pull yet. I'm just kind of shuffling a little bit. Let a couple people come in. Hey, Trina. Nice to see you. Okay. Just getting some shuffling going. Getting ready to do a Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine energy check-in. See what's going on in that Twin Flame connection in the collective. That's probably really loud. Sorry. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Spirits, guides, angels, ancestors, protectors, thank you for being with me here today and always. I'm so grateful. Help me be a clear and accurate channel for the collective watching this video. Let all messages that come out this evening be for the highest good of all parties involved. Grounding. Protecting. Archangel Michael, surround me with your protection as I surround myself with the bubble of white light protection. Archangel Raphael, please be with me and the collective in healing. Okay. So I'm going to pull a few cards. Welcome. Oh, I'm so glad you like the readings. Thanks, Crystal. I really enjoy the lives. It's so fun to get to just interact with you guys live. I mean, I like doing the recorded ones too, but there's something special about these. Okay, I'm going to pull some cards that will give us kind of the flavor of the collective that we're reading for right now. help you tap into your intuition. Everyone tap into their intuition a bit. Make sure that you're only internalizing messages that fit your story, okay? Whenever you watch a collective reading like this, it's super important to do that. So we got Spirit of the Tower. Okay. Let me see what else we get with it. I'm not going to read them out until we get them all down. I think I'm going to pull 3. Feeling like 3. Okay, Spirit, tell me about this connection. What's this collective that we're reading for? Give me the energy, please. Thank you. The energy for this collective. Thank you for the thumbs up, guys. That's really nice. Guys, I'm from California, and I just talk like that. I'm sorry. Hi, Aliyah. How do I say it? I'm so sorry. You have the most beautiful name, and I butcher it every time. And I'm sure that that's like common for you. That's a cool name, though. Okay, I'm going to try it. Aliyah. I'm going to say Aliyah. Is that right? Terrible. Okay. Welcome. Just starting to shuffle. We pulled the Spirit of the Tower for the energy for this collective that we're reading. Alea. Thank you. I got it. I'll remember now. Alea. I don't know anyone else with that pronunciation. Hey, Carly. Welcome. I know. I look forward to getting to converse with you guys too. This was really fun. Okay. Spirit, let me get back to you. I'm talking to people and I'm not shuffling. Shuffling, but I'm not concentrating. Nothing's going to come out until I concentrate. All right. So tell me the energy of this connection. We got Spirit of the Tower. What comes with it? 2 more cards, please, Spirit. 2 more cards. 2 more cards. No. Tell me, is there anything else that's going to... Whoa. Tell me the energy of this collective. Okay, I'm getting that one and that one. Let's see what we've got here. Let me stick these aside. Okay, so we've got Spirit of the Witch. And we got Spirit of the Scales. Okay, so the collective that we're reading for... I'm seeing that there is a major shift happening right now in this collective. There's a major shift in the relationship, okay? And I'm getting 5D shift. It's like you're not seeing it yet, but it's happening. It's like under the surface. With this specific Spirit of the Tower card, I'm seeing like fog, and she's about to go through a tunnel, but she hasn't gone through there yet. And I'm feeling like this shift happening, but it's like just under the surface. It's like I'm getting the picture of subdermal, like just under the skin, just under the surface of the connection. Spirit of the Witch, magic, psychic, sorcery. And what I really, really get here is both counterparts are really tapping into their intuition, into the spirit. You know, when you have a twin flame collective like this, a connection. Hey, Trina, nice to see you. When you have a twin flame connection like this, both counterparts are highly intuitive. It takes a while for both to be able to really tap in and build their intuition, because, you know, we all go through life and we have what we think are gut instincts, right? So your gut instinct tells you to do this or not do this or not do that. That's just your intuition, guys. It's not as mystical and mysterious as it sounds. It's really listening to the voice, and, you know, because that voice comes from somewhere. That voice comes from spirit, and it's learning to separate out what comes from your ego and what comes from spirit. But I'm getting both counterparts in this connection really starting to get into their magic, get into their power, in other words. Magic is just another word for power. And power is just what we can do in this lifetime. It's our abilities, our innate natural abilities. Okay, so I'm looking over here. I'm going to show you guys something. And this has never happened before. So looking over here, you can see I got a lava lamp there. It's a tarot lava lamp. My daughter gave that for me for Christmas. Look at this lapis lazuli tower that I have here was halfway over. It was like leaning against the lava lamp. And I've never seen it do that before. They fall over or they stand up, but it was halfway down. So it's like a tower is immediately in the middle of falling right now. Let's see if I can adjust this back. It's really hard to get a good angle. Okay, that's pretty good. Hey, Cheryl, nice to see you. So glad you're here. So in this connection, there's a tower happening right now. There's a major shakeup in this connection. There's a change in the connection. And it's under the surface. It's just like I'm getting one counterpart can see it and one counterpart can't see it yet. But it's like just, it's like the tip of your tongue kind of thing, almost there. And then we've got spirit of the scales. Justice is coming in. Karma's been served and justice is coming in. Do you see this dragon here? It's taking off. It's like it's leaving. That's interesting. So I think that there was someone in or around the connection that was not healthy for the connection that is being ousted by spirit. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so let's start the energy check-in here. Already grounded and protected. If you missed anything, welcome. We're going to look at divine masculine's energy right now. We've got the Ace of Swords. I'm feeling like shuffling instead of fanning tonight, so that's what I'm going to do. I know it takes a little longer sometimes, but that's just what I feel like I'm supposed to do. So we've got Ace of Swords for divine masculine's energy. Hey, Mickey. Nice to see you. Okay. Divine masculine's energy, Ace of Swords, wanting to bring in communication, bring in mental clarity. We've been channeling this for a while. You know, it's interesting. I did the mirror message the other day. It took me forever to get that thing up. I had technical difficulties all weekend. I wasted like 16 hours this weekend trying to fix that. We got Page of Swords. Thank you, love. And in the mirror message, I noticed that the energy was a little different. And I had a couple people remark, and I actually had my first really negative comment where someone was like, no, that's not what's happening. And, you know, it's someone that doesn't understand a collective reading, and that's totally fine. You know, some people just don't understand how those work. But I had one of my regular people tell me, you know, I didn't resonate with the divine feminine this time, and I always do. And I haven't answered yet. I haven't had time to get into those comments, which I plan to do tonight. But we got the world in reverse. Okay, interesting. But I noticed it right away. And I said at the beginning of the reading, like, the energy is different. Let me move my tea here. And what I want to say about that, if you guys are watching that mirror message, it's that when we have a collective, we come in waves, right? So we have one big giant collective of twin flames. We are all in this together, brothers and sisters, right? But there are waves, kind of like generations. Hey, Crystal. Yeah, take what resonates and leave the rest. Absolutely. And, you know, some people, new people don't understand that, or some people don't want to understand that, which is, you know, you can't control other people. And, you know, people are allowed to speak their mind, and that's fine. But what I'm saying is that we have different waves in the collective. So, I mean, there are people that are getting really close to union right now. There are people that just went into union. There are people that are months away from it, and people a year away from it. So you're in different waves, okay? That's one thing about that. But also within the same wave, because I've been channeling the same energy for months, literally months, and it's progressing. It's progressing. And you can see the relationship progressing. You can see the healing happening. You can see the changes. You can see the end of karmic cycles and all these different things, which is really cool, because I didn't expect when I started reading for the Twin Flame Collective for it to happen that way. I thought I would pick up on a different collective every time, but that's not what's happening. This last time is the first time it's really glitched out and done something different, which is not really a glitch. It's more that there are certain divine feminines within the same wave, because we all have a unique path. We all have a little different path. There are certain divine feminines that needed a special message, and it was different than, I think, the majority of the divine feminines. But I think for that mirror message, it needed to come out the way that it did, and with a little different energy for divine feminine, because it was for certain divine feminines. And I had some people actually message and say, yes, this is exactly what they needed to hear. And then I had some say, hey, this wasn't for me this time. And you know, that's just kind of how it happens. So you always, when you're listening to a collective reading, you got to tap in and take what fits your story, and understand that even though, like, you're following a reader, we got King of Wands for Divine Femme. Even though you're following a reader and like everything's resonating, this happens to me all the time with other readers. All of a sudden, like, a message just isn't for you. Like, that happened to me the other day, and I'm listening to this reader that I've been totally in lockstep with for a long time, and all of a sudden the reading wasn't for me. And I was like, what the heck? And it took me, it like threw me. It does get confusing, Carly. Oh my gosh. But you have to, it's a test of your intuition. So when you're listening to a collective reading and all of a sudden you get the feeling like, wait, no, or that doesn't fit. Or if you're listening to, you know, the energy for, if you're divine feminine or if you're divine masculine, and that's not fitting, that part of the message isn't for you. It could be the whole message isn't for you. Could be that part of it is for you. So you have to really take what fits. It's like, you have to take it piecemeal, because you don't always get it, because we're reading for so many people. You know, I could have 150 people watch this reading in the next week. I'm a fairly small channel. But over the next year or two, there could be, you know, thousands of people watching the reading. And time is fluid, energy is fluid. So it's going to be for a lot of people. So you have to understand that if a message doesn't fit, it just doesn't fit. Take the stuff that does fit. It doesn't mean it's not for you at all. You just have to figure out what fits and what doesn't. And if it's really not fitting, if you're getting a sinking feeling, a bad feeling, just go away from that reading. Click off of it, because it's not for you then. Welcome, everybody. So glad that you're here. Thank you for the thumbs up. You guys are lovely. Okay, so I've got my initial cards out, and I know I was talking, but let's look at what we've got. So for Divine Masculine so far, we've got the Ace of Swords. We've got the Page of Swords. So lots of swords energies, really thinking, is in his headspace. And then we've got the World in reverse. Okay. You're so welcome, Nikki. I need to talk about things like that. I get so involved in the reading that sometimes I forget to talk about the extra things. But it's really important that we understand the journey and understand readings. And we got for Divine Femme, we got the King of Wands. I'm going to come back to that in a second. We've got the High Priestess. And then we've got the Knight of Cups. And I'm going to clarify those in just a second. There's something that's called, I call it the reading rabbit hole. And as a reader, this sounds counterintuitive, because I want you to come on and watch my readings, and I want to build community with you. But I do caution you, because I care about you more than I care about having a lot of people on my channel. I'm actually here to help, because I'm in this situation, because I understand this situation, because I'm living this too. And I have lived this, and I've been where everyone is. You have to be really careful with collective readings. Don't go overboard with them. You know, find some readers that really resonate with you and watch them, but don't watch 10 readings a day. And that sounds extreme to some people, but other people are like, yep, I know what you mean, because I watch readings all day trying to find a sign from my counterpart. Just want to hear from my counterpart, even if it's like this. And honestly, loves, these readings are not to get a sign from your counterpart. And I know that might not be what you want to hear, but the truth is, these readings are a heads up about what's happening in the collective, what might be happening in your connection. So as you're going through your journey, you can adjust what you're doing accordingly to keep going in the best possible direction. Okay, so you always have to take a collective reading like this, especially a twin flame reading, as a heads up, like, okay, I see what's going on, that resonated. So I'm going to, adjust my plan, adjust my actions, adjust my thoughts accordingly. And watching too many readings, if you go crazy with the readings, it can really, really, really confuse you. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to go on with the reading. I'm going to stop talking about that, but it is important to talk about those things. Okay. Private readings are really good because you have one energy. But you know what? The truth is, not all of us can afford to do private readings all the time. I can't afford to do private readings all the time. And I do private readings on occasion. I have some readers that I follow that I really like and that I feel tapped into. And I do them on occasion, but literally I don't do them every week or anything. I can't do that. It would be crazy. Expensive. Just, not all of us have that kind of resources. But they are really helpful once in a while. And there's some really great readers out there that will offer that service. Okay, so we're clarifying the Ace of Swords for Divine Masculine. Clarifying the Ace of Swords, Divine Masculine. Spirit, clarify the Ace of Swords for Divine Masculine. What's in his energy today? Clarify the Ace of Swords. What's in his, it's this one. 3 of Cups, okay, yeah. Page of Swords, Page of Swords. Clarify the Page of Swords. What's going on there? Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine. Okay. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Yay. The World in reverse. Clarify the World. And okay, why did I get all these? Okay. They popped out like that. I can't take 12 cards, but I'm going to take the bottom 2 and the top one. Okay, let's look at Divine Femme. Clarify the King of Wands. Clarify the King of Wands, please. Welcome. Clarify the King of Wands. Glad you guys are all here today. If you're hanging out, we're going to do questions at the end of the reading. I'm happy to answer a question for everyone. If you could wait till the end of the reading to put your question in, that would be awesome, because that way I won't have to scroll so much. And I'm going to cut the list off at 7:30. Otherwise, it could go super late. So the last question that I'll take going up on the board will be at 7:30, but I'll keep going until they're all answered after that. High Priestess, clarify the High Priestess. We got the Queen of Cups, clarifying the King of Wands for Divine Feminine. Clarify the High Priestess. Clarify the High Priestess. Hello, Pavitra. Nice to have you here. You know what? I'm doing a Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine check-in for the Twin Flame Collective, and at the end of this check-in reading, I'm going to be answering questions. I'll do one free question for everyone that's logged in when their question comes up. 7 of Swords and 7 of Cups. That's interesting. So if you could put up your question when the reading is over, then I'll answer them in order. And I am having the list up until 7:30 p.m., which is Pacific time. I should have said that. I'm in Pacific time. I'm in Oregon. So clarifying the Knight of Cups, we have got the 3 of Pentacles and the 7 of Wands. Oh my gosh, I've never seen this happen before. I've got 3 sevens all next to each other. We've got the 7 of Wands, the 7 of Cups, and the 7 of Swords. We're only missing the 7 of Pentacles here. I'm going to be very curious to see. Okay, let's go ahead and pull a clarifier for each of those from, I'm going to use the Ellen Time Wellness Law of Attraction deck. That's my new deck. I've only used it once. And we're just going to get a clarifier for each. Clarify the Ace of Swords. Whoa, allowing. And okay, take more than one then. And limiting beliefs. Clarify the Page of Swords. Clarify the Page of Swords. Why is the Page here? What's going on for Divine Masculine with the Page? Negativity. What's going on with the Divine Masculine with the World in reverse? It's looking so good, though. Why is the world in reverse? Okay. Oh. High vibes. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Clarify Divine Femme, the King of Wands in her energy. What's going on for Divine Feminine? This is a much better energy than I pulled for the mirror message, guys. It's really interesting. I think we're back on kind of the mainstream track for Divine Feminines here. If you've been following my readings, you'll know what that means. If you haven't, I've been pulling kind of for the same collective for a while, and I feel like I'm back to that. We've got heart-mind union and nature's tongue, and then clarify the High Priestess. What's the High Priestess here for Divine Femme? What's the High Priestess here for Divine Femme? Oh, what is all this? Inner peace. Too many cards. And why is the Knight of Cups here? Why is the Knight of Cups here? The cards are so messy. Fix that. Okay, a little bit. Why is the Knight of Cups here? Why is the Knight of Cups here? Whoa, I lost them. Okay, hold on. They're on the floor. Try not to knock over my camera as I get the cards. Okay, we've got visualization and ultimate love. Nice. Okay, so let's read. I'm going to start, as usual, with Divine Masculine and look at his energy. I'm just going to kind of pull these out so I can see everything. Okay. So starting out with this Ace of Swords, that's clarified by the Three of Cups, allowing, and subconscious beliefs, rewiring. Oh, okay. A Divine Masculine is coming into his own mental clarity. This is not about him bringing mental clarity to the Divine Feminine. And this is not a third-party situation card in this one. The Three of Cups can be, it can mean different things depending on what it comes out around. And often, in a twin flame reading, that means a karmic partner. That's not what this means here. This is celebrating. He's allowing himself to relax. He's allowing himself, check this out. He's in this place where I think he's out of this karmic relationship. I get that that's done. I get the message, done. I'm getting, oh gosh, not, okay. The last time I did a reading, I channeled Freddie Mercury. Another one bites the dust, right? It's still there. Look, that karmic relationship is over with. Now he's allowing himself for the first time in a long time to really rejuvenate, to relax, to enjoy himself, to come back to himself, to allow the situation that he's in to unfold naturally. He's not forcing it. Divine Masculine is out of the karmic relationship and he's healing and he's sitting back, and I think he's allowing, see, answers come, highest outcome, allowing situations to unfold. He's getting his downloads. He's really tapping into spirit. And with this spirit of the witch, spirit of the tower, spirit of the scales, we see the tower, the shakeup is a good shakeup this time. This is not a bad shakeup. So, a tower can be different things. A tower can be something bad happening that really upsets you. The tower can be just a major shift, a major change. There's a major change for Divine Masculine. We'll look at Divine Feminine and how that applies to her in a minute. But there's a major change for Divine Masculine. He's out of the karmic situation and celebrating that fact. It's like it took a lot out of him. And he's in this place all on his own, probably for the first time in a long time, learning how to relax, learning how to enjoy his own company. And he needs to learn how to be in self-love and enjoy his own company and be independent before he can come to Divine Feminine and have that conversation. So this is a really beautiful forward movement. Limiting beliefs. He's working on his limiting beliefs. For a long time, he's had some serious subconscious beliefs that have impeded him. Childhood wounding, that not enough thing, that It's going to be different for different divine masculines, but this is in common across the board. Limiting beliefs that kept him stuck in situations, feeling like he was responsible for people that he shouldn't be responsible for, no matter what they did. Feeling like he wasn't good enough, or that if he left a situation, he was abandoning someone, or feeling like, and I'm not talking about kids, I'm talking about like a grown adult that can take care of themselves. So these limiting beliefs, while he's in this period of rest, celebrating the end of that connection, he's really getting clarity on this. And he's in like a Four of Swords energy, in like a rejuvenating energy. With Page of Swords, he's really thinking about bringing communication. He's, this Knight of Pentacles energy that Divine Masculine was in for so long. Like, I can't even explain how long. I really got to hate the Temperance card in the Knight of Pentacles card. Honestly, for a while, I was really like, every time they came up, I would just get like anxious, because it's like, I don't want to hear slow, and I don't want to hear patience, and I don't want to hear wait anymore. But about, months ago, I finally got over that. But it takes a while to get over that when you realize you have to release all these expectations and not be in the waiting energy. But while you're still in that place where you're in the waiting energy, you hate to see this card, right? Because the Knight of Pentacles, well-intentioned, but slow. Coming out of that slow energy. Still well-intentioned, I get, but coming out of that, like, slowpoke thing, your Divine Masculine riding the turtle. He's not going to ride the turtle anymore. He's going to get on a horse. Negativity, distorted view, wounds, complaining, negative self-talk. I think he's working on these things too. He's been in this energy. Look at this, coming out right next to each other, limiting beliefs and negativity. He's been self-sabotaging himself for a long time. And there's mental clarity on that ending. It's ending. This slow-moving energy is ending too. Okay, so the world in reverse I'm very curious about. So let's really look at this. The world upright is about completion of a cycle. It's about completing something so you can go on to something new. So the world in reverse is like not completing something. Okay, I get it. So let's look at the clarifiers. He's not completing this cycle yet. He's completed the karmic partner cycle. That's done. Whether it was a romantic partner or a family member, a job, whatever, he's out of that. But he's not completing the full cycle yet, because he's got this healing to do on the limiting beliefs and the negativity. Let me move those up. I just realized you can't see him. He's got work to do yet on this. He has to be on his own for a bit. He's got to get to the point where he feels at ease in his own skin, where he feels at ease in his own company. So the cycle isn't ending. And look, we're clarifying that we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Like, the wheel's not going to turn until he finishes this. Okay? So he's in a really good place, and he's ramping up to communication, but he's not there yet. He has to go through this phase. It's part of the journey that you can't skip. If you skip it, you can't have union, if that's what you both want, or either one of you wants. So the wheel isn't turning quite yet. It's going to turn. It's upright. The karmic wheel the Wheel of Fortune is upright. It's going to turn, but it's clarifying the world. It's telling you it's not turning yet because of these cards. But look, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. That is bringing in an offer. That's a solid, stable offer. This is one of the best cards you can get here right now. Look, the offer's not off the table, guys. This is still on the table. And then we've got the Sun. Look, this is just a pause. This is just a pause. This feeling of stagnation because you can't see what Divine Masculine is doing, you're here in this reading right now to know that. You're here in this reading right now to understand this pause. Because look at, you've got the Sun and you've got a solid offer. I'm getting chills all over my body right now when I'm talking about it. And look at further clarifying. We got high vibes. Surround yourself with positivity. Connect with Source. high vibes. This is going the way it's supposed to go. This is divinely guided and it's going exactly as planned. This isn't a delay. Like, we had a lot of delays with Divine Masculine before, and I've been seeing delays for like a year, right? Delay after delay after delay. And I haven't actually been reading for you guys that long. Hi, Carly. Yes, I agree. But since I have been reading on YouTube where you could see me, there have been delays. Like, Divine Masculine is making a decision and then he pulls back. Making a decision and then he pulls back out of fear. Fear of abandoning someone, fear of hurting someone, fear of shaking up his own life, because a lot of these Divine Masculines don't like change. And so fear of the unknown, fear of rejection by the Divine Feminine, if they get out of the karmic situation and they get, and which has already happened, but I'm talking about months back. If they get out of, a karmic job, whatever, what if they come towards Divine Feminine and she rejects him? Which is a real possibility. He was kind of a dick. So, and we know why, okay? We all have our healing to do. I'm not really calling Divine Masculine a dick, but a lot of his actions were not awesome, right? My Divine Masculine is amazing. I wouldn't call him that. I would never call him that, but a lot of the actions suck. Mickey, you follow a few other readers and you're all saying the same thing. Oh my God. I know. I'm so glad that you brought that up, because Mickey, literally, I have a handful of readers that I follow, and I've been clicking on readings more than usual lately over the last few weeks, because every single reading I click on says the same thing. Every single reading. And I mean, for like my sun, for my moon, for my rising, and for my masculines houses, it's just crazy, the synchronicity that's happening right now in readings. And it's because this particular wave that we're reading from, it's coming in. It's actually coming in. And it's because you've hung in. It's because you're doing the work, and you're both doing the work. Now, guys, listen, really, I want to be honest and open about some things. Union happens if both people really want it, okay? You could just come to closure. You could come to union. It's going to be very individual. Don't expect that all twin flames come into union, because that's not a reality. It is not a reality. In fact, if you look at information out there on the internet, you start researching twin flames, you find a lot of old, outdated information. Some of it's good. Some of it's not so good. There's a lot of people out there spouting that twin flames never come into union, or almost never, or twin flames are super rare. There aren't very many. And the reason for that information is because at one time it was correct. At one time in the history of the world, that was correct. A lot of twin flames were not awakened. So you couldn't recognize your twin flame. You didn't know you had one. The vibration of the planet is changing. It's evolving. We're all evolving. Think about how technology evolves. Think about how human beings evolve. I mean, twin flames are evolving the same way. So what was correct information at one time is no longer correct. And a lot of people, old school people, don't know that, because they're not in this. They're not getting the downloads. They're not living this. You guys, us, we are living this. Yes, even the difference from last week, the synchronicities and progress for him mentally have been much more than I thought. I know, they're on freaking fast forward. I expected at this point for it to take a lot longer for things to progress. And it's like Divine Masculines are supercharged or something. There's a lot going on here that we can't see. Like, I can't see anything about my Divine Masculine. We're in no contact. We have been in no contact for a long time, but I get downloads about him. We 5D communication, different things like that, but not directly talking. But I know what's going on anyway. I don't know specific details, but I could tell you generally. I could give you a framework. But listen, twin flames do come into union. They do. The ones that stick it out, that understand the journey, that do the work, on both sides, and they both want it. Yes. And why are twin flames coming into union now? Because the vibration of the planet is changing. And I'm not going to like get into anything political or a lot of stuff about COVID, but just look at the changes in the planet this year. People have totally changed their priorities in life. And that is raising the vibration of the planet. More and more and more people are awakening to spirit, awakening to their spiritual side. And as they do, I don't know if you guys have had a spiritual awakening or not, but the ones of you who have understand that it's crazy. It's scary. It's amazing. It's like all these things wrapped up into one when you have a major awakening, and you need people to help guide you through that. You just do. And so a lot more twin flames are coming into union because we need more people that are enlightened and awakened enough to help other people through it. Okay? That's huge downloads that I've been getting, and I hear this all over the place from other readers too, even after I've heard this myself. So it's just the truth. It's just what's happening. Okay? Anyway, let me get back to the reading. I'm sorry I keep talking about a lot of side things, but information is power. Knowledge is power. And the more you know, the better off you are. And, you know, there's some people out there that like go off on our rants. I'm not going to do that. But it is important to really understand what you're doing. So anyway, divine masculine. Beautiful. Let's look at divine femme. Okay. I'm going to grab some tea here. 1 second. I do videos for work too. And talk. I'm always talking to people on video. And I like it. It's fun, but sometimes I wonder if I'm talking too much. King of Wands for divine feminine, in control of her passionate energy. Queen of Cups. Look at this combination. King of Wands and Queen of Cups. This isn't about divine masculine. These cards are about divine femme. She's in control of her passions in life. She's following her passions. She's chasing her passions. Look at how in charge this character is. Look at how in charge that character is. And at the same time, loving, nurturing, beautiful, abundant, everything. Look at all the fish down here. That's an amazing abundance. And that sometimes, hi, Dragonfly Spirit. Sometimes abundance is family. Sometimes abundance is friends. Sometimes it's money. It's all the things that make your life worth living. Okay, that's what abundance means. When we talk about abundance, a lot of people just immediately go to pentacles, immediately go to money. Abundance is all of the beautiful things that make your life fulfilling. Okay, and this is where divine feminine is. She's chasing her passion and she's feeling so good. This is the energy of the divine feminine we've been picking up on so long. In the mirror message, we had just a little bit of different thing because we have more than one divine feminine out there, right? We're all a little different. Let's look at these. Okay, so I've never even read these cards before. This is a brand new deck. Nature's timing. Things need to occur in proper order. She knows about divine timing now. This is a divine timing card. Divine feminine is no longer stressing divine timing. She's no longer in the waiting energy, period. No more. Heart-mind union, divine feminine, harmony of heart with her mind. She's making plans. She's acting. She's manifesting higher vibrational, everything. Just, this is really, really good energy, divine feminines. Congratulations. Okay, so let's look at the High Priestess. Divine feminine is super in her intuition. There are quite a few divine feminines out there that I know this will resonate for you. You're picking up on your messages from spirit more. I know it. I can feel it. You're listening to your intuition. You're following, not just listening, but you're following it. You're like acting on your intuition. Clarified by, okay, this is where all these sevens come in. This was so curious for me. 7 of Swords and the 7 of Cups. Look at that. following her intuition when it comes to choices, following her intuition when it comes to people, no longer fooled by anything or anyone. Divine Feminine is in her power. People can't hide anything from her. A lot of times High Priestess is about something hidden. You can't hide anything. With the Seven of Swords here, you can't hide sneaky behavior. No one's getting past Divine Feminine anymore. She has ascended in big ways. She can see the options. Look at this specific Seven of Cups. Hold on, let me get a good angle there. Which way to go? Look at this specific Seven of Cups. Okay, usually a Seven of Cups card shows just the cups and maybe like a light in there, or it might show just like a piece of, an end of a piece of jewelry or something like that, but you can't really see what's in the cup. Look at this one. Divine Feminine knows what's in all the cups. Check that out. That's amazing. Divine Feminine is in her power and in her intuition, and she knows what choices to make now. She's no longer feeling unsure. She has this surety now in her choices. This is really a cool reading, guys. I'm loving this. It's like one of the best readings I've done. I'm really liking this energy on both sides. Inner peace. Check this out. Divine Feminine is in her inner peace, clearing past trauma, past physical trauma, past mental trauma. She's working on her spiritual practices, and she's loving her inner child. Wow. Okay, so what's the end here for Divine Feminine? What's the last piece? Knight of Cups. Okay, clarified by the Three of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands. We've got another seven here. Visualization and ultimate love. Divine Feminine knows where to put her love now. She knows who is worthy and deserving of her love. She knows who to give that cup to. She's not going to just give it to anyone anymore. You have to earn it. You have to deserve it. It's not that she's not loving. Look, she's in her Queen of Cups energy. Hi, Andrea. I am doing a Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine check-in right now, a reading for the Twin Flame Collective. And at the end of the reading, everyone is welcome to put up one question for free. I'll answer that. The list is up till 7:30, and I answer all the questions that go up by 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. I'm in Pacific time, in order. So first to last, okay? So go ahead and put your question up. As soon as the reading is over, I'll give you guys a signal, and you can start typing them out. Hi, beautiful. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for coming back today. Okay, great. Thank you, Andrea. All right, so look, check this out. You guys, if you missed any of the reading, make sure and go back because it's amazing. This is really, really good energy we're picking up on. So Divine Feminine really is in her intuition. She knows where to put her love now. She's not entertaining anything that's not for her highest good or anyone that's not for her highest good. She's not letting in fuckboys, guys. I'm sorry for the swearing. I tend to do that sometimes, but that's just me. Try not to offend, but I also have to be myself. So, Knight of Cups and Three of Pentacles. She's really set a strong foundation for herself. Seven of Wands. She's defending herself. She's defending her love. She's not just wishy-washy. Hey, Andrea, go ahead and put your question up as soon as the reading is over, and that way I don't have to scroll way up to look for them, okay? Seven of Wands, totally defending her position. I'm seeing like a chessboard. I'm seeing like the queen on a chessboard, defending your position. She's strategic about what she lets in her life now. Mickey, swearing is the mark of an intelligent mind. I believe you are correct. So visualization, she is manifesting, and she's doing it through visualization, which is one of the most beautiful manifestation techniques, guys. Imagine, like, see what you want your life to be. See what you want to attract to you, what you want to call into you. Be grateful for it before it arrives, and keep the negative self-talk out, and you're going to bring in the things you want in your life. It's not immediate, okay? But the more positive you are and the less negative stuff you allow into it, the faster it comes to you. Ultimate love. She's forgiving others. Divine Feminine, she's forgiving people and herself. Now, I want you to really look at this yourself part. It's not just about going through your life. And I was just talking about this at the end of the mirror message. There was a huge message for Divine Femmes. If you're a Divine Femme or Divine Masculine, go to the mirror message and at least watch the end. Because I went through some serious downloads that I got that changed this whole game for me. And I think it will change the whole thing for you guys too. I really understand something a lot better now. And, you know, I wish I had understood it more in the beginning, but I'm a Divine Feminine too, and I'm learning as I go. And as I learn, I'm giving it to you guys because, you know, the more hacks that we have, the better, right? So ultimate love, she's forgiving herself too. You have to forgive yourself for not knowing better or for being human. You have to forgive your humanness. This is a human experience. It's very imperfect. So if you did something that you're not comfortable with back in your life, you have to go back and you have to look at it and you have to tell yourself, I'm a human being and I'm learning and I'm growing all the time. And I did something that I'm not proud of or I don't like. And you have to just tell yourself, man, be gentle with yourself. I did the best I could at the time. And it's now I know better, so I'm going to do better. And this is what Divine Feminine is all about, this ultimate love. That's the best kind of love you can have. This is gorgeous, guys. If you missed any of the beginning, I go back because it's really worth seeing all of the energy here. Okay, I think we're done with the reading. Let's go ahead and pop your questions in while I clear this up, and I'll start answering, okay? Looking forward to interacting with you guys one-on-one. I love answering the questions. Okay, 1 second. Dropping my cards. Probably see my hair. I need to get to the salon next weekend. No judgment on the hair. Okay. Let's see. Get these all up. Sorry to make you guys hold the questions till the end, but I just don't have a better way to do it without a moderator yet. So I haven't learned how to get a moderator. I go 100 miles an hour all week. I have a full-time job, a long commute, and I put about 15 or 20 hours into this. So I'm sorry, I have been lagging a little bit on some things that I would really like to get done. Okay. I'm just going to keep these to the side. All right, let me start looking at questions. So I'm going to start with Mickey. Oh, no, wait. Crystal, Mickey had a thought right above that. Is my DM is my DM done? I can't talk. Your DM can't talk. That's for sure. Hold on. As soon as I started saying DM for you, Crystal, my voice went. Okay, Crystal wants to know if her DM is done learning his lessons. Was that it? Let me look. From the karmic. You want to know if he's finished with the karmic. Yeah, I know. Me too. I think mine is for sure. Let's see about yours, Crystal. Is this the right, hold on, is this the right deck? Yes, it's the right deck. We're asking, you know what, I want to make sure that these are all upright. Hold on 1 second, love. I don't like to proceed until I know. You know, the truth is, honestly, a lot of readers are obsessive about having their cards up right before they start. The truth is they're going to come out in the direction they're meant to. But I'm one of those slightly OCD people. And I like my cards to be upright to start. Isn't that crazy? I trust spirit. I know they're going to come out the right way. That's why I can fan and pull, because I know that the right thing is going to come out. At first I couldn't. It took me a while to learn that, but now I'm confident enough that I understand it. Okay. I'm going to scroll down and see if anyone's chatting about anything. Okay. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm not me needing to ignore you guys. I just want to start answering questions. Think about your DM. I'm going to take like a few seconds between questions just to center myself, guys. I haven't been doing that, and I've been feeling uneasy about it, so I'm going to start doing that. Okay. I'm going to ring the singing bowl, just clear the energy. Crystal's DM. Has he learned his lessons from the karmic? Is he finished with that? Is that cycle ending or ended? Tell me, Miss Spirit, what's going on. Tell me, Spirit, what's going on for Crystal. Crystal's DM. What do we got? Three of Pentacles. Crystal's DM, what do we have? I'm going to draw another card and get some clarifiers. Seven of Wands. Okay. What am I clarifying it with? What am I clarifying it with? Island time. False. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles for Crystal's DM. Has he learned his lessons from the karmic? Is that cycle ending? Boat. And then clarify the Seven of Wands. That was fast. And that came out on top of the boat. The Grim Reaper. Oh, yeah. Crystal, check this out. You're going to be a happy girl. Look, we got the Three of Pentacles with the boat. The Three of Pentacles is about having laid a solid foundation or working on a solid foundation. And boat is about receiving what you need and progression, arriving, moving on, okay? The Seven of Wands is about defending what you've learned or what you've gained, what you've gleaned. And then the Grim Reaper, let's just read the card. I don't know if you can see it. The relationship is over. Yes, your DM has learned his lessons. That one was super clear and easy. Crystal, good reading. Let me see if there's a spirit of darkness and light. I just feel like one more card from here. Okay, that was fast. What do we get? Oh my gosh. Spirit of light, awakening, new dawn, new beginnings. Sweetheart, good job. Perception, foresight, advantage. Your divine masculine has a new perception. I'm getting chills all from my head to my toes. I do have that ability. I feel things as well as hear them and see them. And when I feel that, that's a yes. So, sweetheart, yes. I am so happy for you. Now, Crystal, don't start having the expectation that divine masculine is going to show up tomorrow, okay? He's got to, saw in the reading, look back at the reading because that was for you. You saw in the reading, he's out of the karmic situation and he's in that period of recovery and learning to be on his own again and learning to be whole on his own. He has to do that first. But hallelujah. Okay. Yes. I'm starting off in a good way here. I'm so happy. All right, Crystal, I'm going to move on. Yeah, I know that you know that, but it's so easy to get like anxious because it's like almost like it's almost anyway, I'm gonna move on. Crystal, thank you so much for being here with me today and letting me help you out with that. Okay, let me check and see where we are now. We're at Bay Dre. Can you tell me what Ryan thinks or feels when we connect telepathically? Let me check that out, Bay. I'm gonna, the modern witch is the one that's calling to me this time. Okay, what is Ryan thinking and feeling when Bay reaches out? I think your name might be Dre, but when Bay Dre reaches out telepathically, what does Ryan think about that? What does he feel about that? Tell me, Spirit, what's the deal? What's the deal with that? Whoa. Wow, that's a lot. Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups. Hold on, I'm taking these. I'm just supposed to take these successively, so that's what we're going to do. I don't usually do that, but that's what I'm going to do. King of Swords, Queen of Cups, Three of Cups, Seven of Wands, Knight of Cups, and Nine of Cups. Let's read that. I don't know why it came out that way. I've got cards on the floor, too. Hold on one second. Just one. What's the card on the floor? High Priestess. Okay. I'm not generally going to pull this many cards, but like, if I hear it, I do it. So what is Ryan thinking and feeling? There is a multitude of things that he's thinking and feeling. It's not just one. That's why we have so many cards. You are so welcome, Crystal Love. Okay. He's feeling different things at different times. He's got some conflict. He's got a lot of love, amazing amount of love. Feeling some guilt. You know what, honey? That's not personal. That's normal. Because we get like that 5D communication. Before we understand it, we don't think it's real. We don't understand it. Especially divine masculines that are not quite all the way awakened yet. I don't know if that's the case here, but Baydre, love. There are times where he wishes it wouldn't happen because he doesn't quite understand it. There are times when he's so overwhelmed with love for you and so grateful for the experience. These are the times when he does believe it. I think there's some guilt here over a third-party situation. It's like having that 5D communication. It's like he's defending his relationship with someone else or past relationships with someone else or something like that, defending his singlehood, because he knows you can see it. He knows that you instinctively or telepathically you understand what's happening, and it's kind of like guilt and embarrassment over not making the right choice. He knows it's not the right choice, but he's still got to go through his lessons. This Nine of Cups coming out next to that too. Like the Nine of Cups can be about like being full of love and just like having it all kind of thing. This particular Nine of Cups, often I feel like it's a stubborn energy. Look at the pose of the girl there. She's got her legs crossed. She's got her arms crossed. Those are barriers, and it's just like the Seven of Wands here, kind of defending what he's doing in his life right now. And then the Knight of Cups. Sometimes he thinks about just reaching out and giving you that love. So it's really mixed emotions. It's like wanting it to stop, but being so in his feelings, so in love for you. Like he's got a lot of love for you. You can see it with the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups. It's like sometimes he just wants to come forward with the love, and then other times he's confused. He's confused. And that is completely normal on a twin flame journey. If this wasn't the case at some point in his journey, it would be very strange. Okay? So to answer your question, he feels and thinks a lot of different things. But just understand that we have, other than the individual energies, I want you to see that out of 7 cards, 4 of them are cups, which is love. So the overwhelming emotion is love. He's got these underlying things that he's trying to deal with, but love prevails here, okay? All right, sweetheart, I hope that helped you. I'm so glad you were here with me today. Let me be part of your journey. I hope you come back. All right, Dre, take care. I'm going to go on to the next question. Trina Allen, how does my DM feel in separation? Oh, yeah, that's a good question. I'm not feeling either one of these decks, though. There's a reason I need to get a different deck. Hold on. I'm seeing the Light Seers Tarot. Let's grab that. And I've got like 18 decks over there. Got a lot. Let's see what we get from Light Seers Tarot. For some reason, I was really pulled to that one. All the imagery makes a big difference on the deck. Hold on, I got it upside down for one thing. And then let me fix some. How does he feel in separation? I'm going to channel a little bit while I do this. Can you just close your eyes and tap into your person, please, sweetheart? Do that for me. Make that connection for me. I hope no one is offended by my terms of endearment. I just naturally do that for everyone. I used to work at a university that was run by Catholic monks, and they were lovely people. I really enjoyed them. But I accidentally called one of the monks sweetheart one time, and it didn't go over very well. I felt really bad. I mean, he thought it was funny, but the other one standing next to him did not. Okay, I'm going to just scroll down here and see. How does your DM feel in separation? You're so welcome, Bedre. What am I feeling? How does he feel in separation? I'm just using he for divine masculine and she for divine feminine, as I always do, not because I'm inferring that anybody is a certain gender. It's only because it keeps it simple to understand what I'm saying and who I'm talking about. You can flip it all around based on, your own relationship. What is he feeling? I think he's feeling that someday he knows he wants to bring you an offer. He's starting to get into his... I'm not going to say intuition because I don't think he understands his intuition or spirit yet. He's starting to listen to... Oh, you're the DF. Good. He's starting to listen to his gut more, which I think he's going to start understanding is intuition, which is from spirit. That's an evolution that some of us have to go through slowly. Divine masculines often have to go through that one slowly. It's like divine masculines are all over understanding gut instincts, following your gut. They like it. It's very masculine sounding, right? But translating that into this is my intuition is a bit of a challenge. And for some it's not. For some it's just natural, and others it takes a little bit. So I'm getting that it's taking your masculine a little bit to understand that transition. Okay, let's get some cards. The cards are, and I don't think I ever explained this in any of my videos or anything. The cards are just a way of focusing what I channel. I can actually read without cards. But the cards are the helpers for me. The artwork gives me a lot, and the messages give me a lot. But honestly, I can do it either way. And sometimes I just get downloads that, like those. Okay. Tell me. Oh, okay. What do we got? We've got the Six of Pentacles. We've got the Chariot. We've got the Eight of Wands in reverse. We've got the Knight of Cups, and we've got the Knight of Swords. How is he feeling in separation? This is really good energy. He's starting to feel like he wants to bring balance to the situation. He knows he hasn't been working on it. And I think he feels like he owes you an apology for that. With this Knight of Cups here, this is my apology card in this deck. Look at the flowers. And the hat in hand. You know, have you ever heard that old phrase to come to someone with your hat in your hand? It means to come to someone humbled. He knows he owes you an apology. He knows he hasn't been putting in the work. The Knight of Swords, he knows he owes you some clarity. He owes you a conversation. An explanation is what I'm getting, and an apology. He's thinking in separation right now about balance, bringing balance. And he knows that he needs to do it quickly, but it's not time yet. It's not quite time yet, but it will be. It will be. Perception. He needs to gain some perception. He needs to become more intuitive. We were talking about that gut instinct at the beginning. He needs to understand, he needs to nurture his intuition. He needs to let spirit come into him and start understanding the journey for what it is. And his place in the universe is what I'm hearing. He needs to understand his place in the universe and his place with spirit. Trina, you understand that. He's behind you. Okay? The good thing is he is understanding where he wants to go. He just has some work to do on this. And this reading, the reading at the beginning of this video is for you. Okay? I can just feel that. You're in this wave, in this collective. Okay, love. I hope that answers your question. I'm so glad you were here today. You're so welcome. I'm so glad you were here. Come back again, okay? And hang out, watch a reading if you want. Okay, thank you guys for the thumbs up. Those are wonderful. I appreciate every single one. That helps spread the video. I mean, because this gets recorded and people will watch it later, and there'll be a lot of messenger questions till after the reading. That really helped me. Okay, I'm looking. Hold on. There we are. Okay. We're Mickey. Okay, Mickey. I'm so glad you were so closer to the beginning of the list last time. You were so close to the end. I felt bad. And I think I even skipped you one. This was such a good in-depth reading that I have no questions tonight. Oh, you have no questions. I'm so glad that helped you. Thank you, Mickey. I appreciate that. You're a sweetheart. Carly. So the first thing I'll say, Carly, is that I don't like to do timelines specifically because it sets up expectations and it screws with your vibration, right? But we'll see what the cards say. If something specific comes out, I'm going to tell you. But I'm not going to ask about a timeline. I will say soon, but I'm not going to say spring or summer. For the wave that's going on right now that we're reading for tonight, I'm getting spring and summer. I'm getting for some spring. I'm getting for some summer. However, let's just see what the cards say. I just don't want to mess with your vibration. It's really important to keep it high now because as you come to the, down to the home stretch, you don't want anything to mess with you and give you delays. Okay, I'm going to scroll back down so I can see who's commenting what. Okay. Okay, Carly, let's see what's going on for you, love. Communication, 3D, real communication, direct communication, not a fake Facebook account. Direct communication, a call, a text, a letter, a frickin' carrier pigeon. Is anything coming in soon for Carly from her DM? What do we got, Spirit? I'm going to ring a singing bowl. I feel like I need to clear the energy a little bit. Ooh, that was loud. Sometimes I'm not the most awesome spiritual person. So Irreverent. Okay. The frequency of the singing bowl is awesome, though it really does help clear the energy and ground. And I could always use more grounding. Carly, close your eyes, tap into your DM, please. 7 of Wands. What else do we get? Communication for Carly. What's the story on communication for Carly? Tell me what's going on. Tell me what you can tell me. For Carly's highest good. 6 of Pentacles. What's flipped? The Lovers. Why left-handed? Okay. King of Swords. What's at the bottom of the deck? 3 of Swords. What am I seeing, Carly? I'm seeing your DM wanting to bring in balance to your connection. You're his love. He knows. Look at how he knows how you feel. He knows you feel like this. He knows you feel like this, and he doesn't like it. You're the Lover's card. You guys are divine counterparts. You are a soul connection. He's a little bit defensive, okay, with the 7 of Wands, just a little bit defensive, but he's trying to get centered about it. I think he's got to clear this defensiveness about apologizing before he can talk to you properly. If he came and talked to you now, trying to apologize, give you the apology for this behavior, he wouldn't be able to do it very well. His words wouldn't come out right. He would probably make you mad. And that would delay everything. He knows he's got to get to this place of stopping. It's like an intuitive knowing too, because look at her in the crystal ball. It's not like he's saying to himself, yeah, I need to, out loud. He's not saying to himself, yeah, I've got to, become less defensive. He's being intuitively guided. Look at the solar plexus chakra all lit up, and downloads coming into the crown chakra in a Zen state inside this crystal ball with the 7 of Wands. It's like he's being intuitively guided by his spirit team, that before he talks to you, he's got to come out of this energy. But look at the King of Swords. He really wants to bring communication and clear communication when he brings it. The King of Swords doesn't fuck around. The King of Swords knows how to speak appropriately. They're very clear-headed, very, very on top of communication. If you want to communicate clearly with any of the deck, it's the Queen or King of Swords. So mature enough in his communication yet, he's got to get over that defensive energy. Look, he wants his 2 of Cups with you. He wants to make this decision towards love. With the Knight of Wands, I mean, he's kind of impatient about it. He wants to come in quickly and passionately about it, but he's being held back by spirit. With the Page of Pentacles in reverse here, we're seeing not ready for the solid offer yet. Not ready yet. The Hierophant, look, he's getting his downloads. It's happening. You just got to be the P word, the patience word, right? The Magician, look, manifesting. Okay, love, that's what's going on. I don't see communication immediately. He's got to go through this cycle first, so I don't want to put a timeline on it. I'm sorry. I'm not saying it's not spring or summer, but I'm saying that I can't put that timeline on it right now. I apologize. I wish I could. Okay, love. Thank you so much for being here, Carly. I always love hearing from you. All right, let's see who's next on the list here. Okay. Beautiful love. There you are. Are you here, beautiful love? I'm just going to start checking in with people to see if they're here before I answer, because I want you to be able to hear it live if you can. Are you here, love? You're so welcome, Carly. I'm so glad that you are here. The timeline thing is hard for me too. I mean, I don't like waiting. I'm not very patient. I'm learning. Beautiful love, are you here? If you are, just throw something up in the comments to let me know. Dragonfly Spirit, you'll be next after Beautiful Love. Can you let me know if you're here? While I wait for that, I'm going to just ring the singing bowl, clear the energy. Hi, Dragonfly Spirit. You actually, Carly, it actually helped me to temper my expectations. So it was a massive help. I'm so glad. You know, a reading can be incredibly cathartic. It can really help you let go the distance, honestly, because you get like really worn out on this journey. But then you find your reserves and you keep going, right? And it sounds like you just did that, so I'm glad. Hi, Andrea. Okay, Dragonfly Spirit, I'm going to go ahead with you. Beautiful love, if you're here, just throw something in the comments and I'll get you next. So I'm going to go back up to Dragonfly Spirit. I'm not skipping you, beautiful. I'm just going to keep going on since you're not quite here yet. Dragonfly Spirit, I'm Cancer with an Aquarius. Are we meant to be in marriage? Let me check. Yeah. Okay. It's this one. Dragonfly Spirit, can you just close your eyes, tap into your person, start thinking about your person, and just give me that connection? She meant to marry her Aquarius. You know what? I shouldn't make the assumption that you're a she. Is Dragonfly Spirit meant to marry their counterpart? And you know, meant to is, I want to talk about that real quick before I pull cards. Some relationships are divinely guided where the divine is looking for lessons to be learned, but it's really all up to you guys. You are she. Thank you. So meant to be is a hard thing to answer because so much of our human experience is up to free will. I am going to ask the question, will you get married? Is that okay with you? Because meant to be is a little bit ambiguous because we shape our own human experience. And so who we marry is up to us. It's not up to spirit. So I'm going to go ahead and frame it that way. And if that's not okay, you can let me know if you want me to change it. Dragonfly Spirit. Will they marry their Aquarius? The Aquarius that she is thinking about right now. Will she marry her Aquarius? Marry her Aquarius. Will she marry her Aquarius? Seven of Pentacles. I'm going to draw one more card with some clarifiers and see what we get. Okay, I will not. That one. We're going to take these. I'm trying to get a divorce from someone else. Yeah, it is complicated sometimes. It really is. But you know what's best for you, love. If you're not happy, don't stay. Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Three of Swords. Will she marry her Aquarius? Does it look? And when I ask a question, will you? It's as things stand right now. So free will exists. So if we answer the question yes or no, if you alter your course or they alter their course, it can change the outcome. So we can't predict the future with tarot. All we can say is what's likely and what's not likely, given the current course that you're on. Okay? Your actions and your thoughts determine your course, and so do theirs. And we can always change those things. I'm sorry, I'm just getting a good look because I've got this Three of Swords in the middle of the spread, which concerns me. Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Ten of Cups. We have no major arcana here. Let me see what's on the bottom of the deck. We got the World, which is your only major arcana then. And so this is super significant. The World is an ending of a cycle. With the Seven of Pentacles, that's planting seeds and watching them grow. It's working on something. I see you working toward this. And with the Ace of Wands, I see you're passionate about it. It's important to you, this connection. There's been some heartbreak here, though, and I don't know whether this is past, present, or future, the heartbreak. If you guys had a breakup and are getting back together, or if you're still broken up. Yeah, you've had a breakup? So the Nine of Pentacles here tells me that, oh, no breakup. No breakup. I think it's, and I hate to give a wishy-washy answer that way, but there's an ending of the cycle coming up. With the Nine of Pentacles is all about independence. This is about being single. But the Ten of Cups is happy family. So we've got these conflicting energies right next to each other. I see that you want to work on it. I see you're passionate about it. But it's like it can go either way. It's just slow moving. Let me look a little further. There's not a lot of balance yet. Look, I see your anxiety. I see the worry. With the Ten of Swords here, we got the Ten of Swords and the Three of Swords, sweetheart. With the World completion, I feel like you want this, but I don't. With these cards, I don't feel it. He seems a little distant. I think there's a reason for it, honey. I think that this cycle with him is going to end. I do. I don't see it ending in marriage. And we have the Ten of Cups here, but I think that's because you want to work on it so much. You want this. But I see you at the end of the line. See how this is coming at the end? The single card. I don't see marriage here. And with these particular cards, the World, the ending of the cycle, the Three of Swords was just heartbreak, and the Ten of Swords, which is the ending of a painful cycle. It's the ending of a cycle. I think you see them as the Empress, which it doesn't matter gender. It doesn't matter gender. He talks to you every day and tells me he loves me. And I'm not saying it can't happen, but on the course you're at now, without any course corrections, it doesn't look like it. But look, the Empress is a really good card. That's the best energy you can be in. And you got the Nine of Cups here, which is about being in real self-love. But with the Five of Swords, there's some major conflict here. I would have an open, honest conversation with him. I don't doubt that he loves you. With this Nine of Cups, that's a lot of love. I don't doubt that he loves you, but I think you should have an open, honest conversation if you want to talk about marriage or furthering a relationship, because I think that there's something here within him that you don't know about. And maybe it's something you can Maybe it's something you can rectify and change the course, okay? This is a heads up. This is not an absolute. Yeah, you're both still married. There are things to work out. Look, with the Four of Pentacles, you're hanging on to each other. You're hanging on to each other. And I see you putting energy into it. I mean, I see you both wanting to put energy into it. I mean, this would be your wish fulfillment for both of you. But I think that there are complications, and I think you need to have an honest conversation about that and see where it's going to go. Right now, with the Two of Pentacles here, it's up in the air. Just as I was saying, Spirit can't give you a full answer. He tells you he wants a future with you. Yeah. Yeah, there's not a definitive answer here. You know, one or both of you could be walking away from this in the future. As the course stands, I would have an honest conversation about how you're feeling and ask him, you know, if there are things that you guys can work on. Okay, love? I hope it helps. I just want to give you a super honest answer, okay? All right. Let's move on to the next question. Beautiful, are you here, beautiful love? I called you earlier and you weren't here, so let's just see if you're here now. I'd love to answer your question for you. Just throw something. Oh, there she is. Hey, love. No worries. Let's get to you now. So let me look at your question. Hold on one second. Let's scroll up a bit. What is there that my DM and I need to know from Spirit? Any messages? Okay, let's check that out. Hi, Bella. Welcome. All right. What? Start this. I'm not feeling tarot. Hold on. I'm going to grab a different deck. I'm feeling this one, Messenger Oracle. For beautiful, anything that she and her DM need to know right now. Spirit, what do you have to say? Whoa. Can I have another card, please, for beautiful, beautiful love? Make the sacrifice. I'm going to clarify those. Yeah, let's do these. Feeling that. Clarify, wash away your burdens. What are these burdens about? Tell me about the burdens. Tell me about the burdens. Tell me about the burdens. Wash away your burdens. I feel like it's a release thing. Okay, we got Spirit of St. Nicholas. Gifts, generosity, assistance. Okay. Okay, let me get the other ones out. Oh, what's this? I thought that was the back of the card. It's not. Spirit of the crystal ball, future predictions, divination. Okay. Okay. You're in the right place, honey. It's telling you should be here. Okay, embrace the feminine. Tell me about embrace the feminine. What? Okay. What was that? Spirit of the Pentacle, faith, unity, and wholeness. Okay. Hey, Trina. Nice to have you here. Okay. Tell me about make the sacrifice. Tell me about make the sacrifice. What's the sacrifice? What is the sacrifice? What is the sacrifice? Come on, Spirit. What's the sacrifice? Tell me what it is. Tell me what it is. Spirit of armor, defense. Oh, guardedness. Okay. Someone needs to drop their guard. Someone is still on. He needs to have faith in the in spirit, in the journey. He needs to have faith in the feminine. The masculine needs beautiful, he needs to come into some real trust and faith with you to come into union. In order for that to happen, there's lingering stuff that needs to happen. He's got to drop his guard and his defenses with you. He's just too protective of himself. Wash away your burdens. Look, beautiful, don't be afraid to ask for help from readers. You know, maybe a private reading would be good for you. Not necessarily with me. I'm not trying to sell that, but because of the cards. Wash away your burdens, assistance, and future predictions divination. With someone, it might be a good idea to have a private reading to put, or increase my internet speed. That's too. Hi, Laura. Welcome. Sorry about the lag. It's such a pain in the butt. Am I still buffering, guys? I don't know how to fix it, unfortunately. Oh, shoot. I'm going to hang out and wait and see if the lag stops. Oh, now it's okay. Good. Okay. So let me just go back because I want to make sure you didn't miss anything. Oh, sorry about that. I'm having this major issue with web lag because of my webcam. I can't stream on my phone. So, look, the divine masculine needs to drop their guard. Thank you, Andrea. I appreciate that. Beautiful was actually before Dragonfly, and she wasn't in the room, so I skipped her and came back to her. So I'll get to you right next. Yeah, your masculine needs to drop his guard. He's too guarded with you. He needs to have more faith in you. He needs to embrace you as questions. Go ahead and throw one in, and then I'm going to close the list, okay? So you guys that are just coming in, Laura and Hope, if you want to throw one question in, I'll go ahead and answer yours, and then I'm going to cut the list off. Look, with the wash away your burdens, assistance, and the future predictions, beautiful. Is it buffering again? Is it better now, guys? I'm so sorry. I don't want you to miss anything. I do not have a way to fix it. Yes, he needs to have faith in you, okay? And with the wash away your burdens, the assistance, and the future predictions, divination, I feel like you could really benefit from a private reading, something that will really put your heart and mind at rest. Not necessarily with me. You can do that, but with whoever you feel comfortable with. I'm not trying to sell you anything. This is just what the cards are telling me, okay? I think that something to put you more at ease would help you, for sure, with these three cards in particular. But yeah, that's what Spirit is saying, is that your masculine just needs to come to a place of trust. It's just a journey. It's an evolution. All right, beautiful. I hope that helped you a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to go on to Andrea. Thanks, beautiful, for being here. You're lovely. I hope that you guys can hear me. Okay. Okay. What Jim Libra thinks about you. Well, okay, what Jim thinks about you. He's a Libra. Let me know if it starts buffering again, guys. I don't want you to miss anything. I apologize for the tech issues. It's so pain in the butt. Okay. What does Jim think about you? You're Libra. I'm going to get the Light Seers Tarot for that one. Okay. Andrea, if you could just close your eyes, tap into Jim. Think about him. Just give me that energy. Spirit for Andrea. What does Jim think of her? Tell me. What does Jim think of Andrea? Tell me what Jim thinks of Andrea. Six of Pentacles. It's coming out a lot tonight. Andrea, are you in a twin flame connection, or do you know? Hey, Mel. Thank you for sticking it out here. Six of Cups and the Four of Cups. Are there any other cards in this deck that need to come out? Yeah, no. Any other card? There's some step back. There's like a step back. So when my cards kind of fall forward and they don't hit the ground, that always tells me there's forward movement in the connection. When the cards fell backwards towards me, that always tells me that there's kind of maybe a step back being taken. That doesn't have to be a bad thing. That can be a need for perspective. Okay. Ace of Swords and Knight of Swords. 4 swords on the bottom. Yeah, the 4 of Swords is a step back. That's your overall energy. He's in like a recuperation rest period here. There's some kind of sadness here. He views you as a past life soulmate with the 6 of Cups card or a twin flame. This is my twin flame card. Sorry about that. If it starts buffering, guys, let me know. He views you as a soulmate. He views you as a significant soul connection, if not a twin flame, unless he doesn't know what that is. Like he knows there needs to be balance between him and you, and he's kind of sad about it. He wants to talk to you. He feels like he has to have a conversation with you with the Knight of Swords, but right now he's getting downloads. He's getting and he might not even know they're downloads. You know, a lot of times when we get a download, we just think it's a thought in our head. But he's in this period of rest and recuperation right now. He's sad that he's not talking to you. But he does see you as a soulmate. He does know balance needs to come in. It's a burden for him. And I'm not saying you're a burden for him. I'm saying that not being able to talk to you is a burden for him. It makes him unhappy. Did he walk away from you? Or maybe he needs to walk away from a situation right now. One of those two things. You know, he might, this coming out right on top of the Ten of Wands, he might need to walk away from the burden of things for a bit. He's conflicted. The 5 of Swords with the 5 of Wands, both cards of conflict and inner conflict, right? There might be someone in his ear. There might be a person around him that is steering him away from you. That's a possibility. With the crow in the person's ear right here always says that to me. He's not putting energy into it right now. He's not. With the Page of Wands here. Hey, Imani. Welcome, welcome. The Page of Wands here. He wants to feel like this with you. Okay? He wants this feeling. Look at that person. Look how free they feel. Look how passionate, and he wants this with you, but there's not balance right now. He's not putting energy into it. He's conflicted. He's sad about it. You know, there's going to come a time when he wants a new beginning, and he's going to want victory with you. But right now he's having to move away a little bit and get his perspective. I think he's in that period of rest. We saw for the overall energy the 4 of Swords. Okay, I'm glad it resonates for you, love. Yeah, past lives, I get that. With the 6 of Cups here, this is my twin flame card. But if you're not twin flames, it can mean a soulmate connection. But you see like the little boy with the dog, and here you see the older guy with the older dog, and it's like your person needs to grow up and come into their loyalty. It's like maybe they didn't learn loyalty as a child, and maybe he needs to come in to understand that. This card usually tells me that not only is 6 of Cups always my twin flame card in any deck, but in this particular deck, it's needing to grow up emotionally and learn loyalty, and not because he's a bad person, but because maybe he wasn't shown that as a child. Maybe he wasn't taught that lesson, and we all have to learn our lessons from somewhere. We don't come prepackaged with morals and all of the things that we want to see in ourselves. So sometimes you have to learn those things a little later in life. Okay. All right, honey, that's what I'm seeing for you. I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for sticking it out with me, Andrea. I'm glad you're here today. Shuffle those in a little bit. Okay, I am going to go ahead on. If I start buffering or lagging or anything, someone please tell me. I really appreciate that. Let's see here. The list is closed, just so you guys know. I'm just going to go back and see who is after Andrea. In your ear too, Andrea. I know, I hate it when people are like interfering with your connection. They don't need to. It's not their business. But that in itself is a karmic lesson for both of you. It's to learn to stand up to people. And it's to learn to listen to your own intuition and not listen to other people's opinions. Yeah. You're next, Mel. Okay, let me look at your question. I'm getting there. Let's see. I'm going to grab some more tea here. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Mel, where are you? Let's see. I saw my twin today. Oh, wow. So cool that you're close enough to see him. Mine is literally 5,000 miles away. I don't get to see mine. You saw your twin today, and we are still in separation. He is still with his karmic. Oh, man, that's so hard. But his eyes look so sad. Is he okay? I can feel something is wrong. Yeah, the karmic, I'm going to pull cards, but I'm just going to say, oh, I hate that too. I saw a picture of mine. Oh, Luz, honey, my list closed at 7:30 Pacific time, but I'm here every Thursday, so you're welcome to come back next Thursday. If you can be here before 7:30 Pacific, you can throw a question in there. I'm so happy to answer that. But I only answer the questions that are here. He learns loyalty with you. Yeah. Oh, gosh. All right, Mel. Oh, Hope, if you put a question in, you are definitely still on the list. I'm just still getting to you. All the questions that have been put up will be answered as long as people are here to hear them. Okay, and I know it's a thing where you got to stick it out with these free Mel. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought, but I was saying something important. Let me go back for a second. Yeah, I was just saying that I saw a picture of my divine masculine months back. It was probably 6 months ago or something, and he's been with the karmic for a couple of years now, and his eyes looked absolutely dead. I've never seen him look that way before, and I was so sad. It broke my heart. But I came to understand. It took me a while because I wanted to fix it. I'm a fixer anyway. Divine feminines usually are. And oh, you have a different hour. I'm sorry, love. Yeah, it's Pacific time here, so you have to look at the world clock and figure out for where you are. Sorry about that. But I had to learn that it wasn't my place to do his journey. He had to learn all of his lessons on his own, as hard as they were, and as hard as it was for me to stand back and watch him with a nasty person. My divine feminine's karmic is awful, abusive, all kinds of. And hey, I only know this in the 5D. Yeah, you understand. I know a lot of us understand. We're on a lot of similar journeys here. So let's pull for your divine masculine. I can tell you a little bit about what he's going through, okay? But there's nothing you can do to affect it. I just want to make sure you understand. If you did try to step in and fix it, you actually block his lesson and delay. And yeah, I tried to do that a lot. I tried to control that situation. And it doesn't sound like controlling. It sounds like helping, right? But honestly, it's actually a way of trying to control the connection, and you have to let go of that completely. Okay, I want to know what's going on for Mel's divine masculine and the karmic. Tell me what's happening. Let's give Mel a little insight. Well, that was important. Yeah, huge burden. Huge burden. This connection with the karmic is not going well. Not going well at all. But he's starting to understand it. With the Ace of Swords here, he's getting some clarity about it. Let's see what else we get here. Nine of Wands. He's been through a freaking war. You know, a lot of the times divine masculines in these connections are really into outward appearances and what people think. And so they put on a front, like on social media and in front of people, that everything's great, hunky-dory, but behind closed doors, huge burden, feels like a war. He's really putting up his guard against the situation. I think he's really defensive about it in general to like anybody that asks about it because he's embarrassed. That's what I'm getting. But he's starting to get clarity. It's coming. It's like it's just starting to come. The moon, yeah, he's hiding it from everyone. And the Nine of Pentacles, I think he wants to be single again. The Nine of Pentacles here, I think he wants to be single again. I think he knows his abundance isn't in this connection. With the owls there sitting on top of the pentacle, he's getting some wisdom. He's in the Ace of Swords, he's getting some clarity. But yeah, your intuition was totally right, Mel. It's not a good connection behind closed doors. I don't think it's going to last. It's a karmic connection, so it shouldn't last. If he stays in it, the longer he stays in it, the more it's going to hurt. So he has to come to the place where he is so uncomfortable in the connection that he leaves it and he learns the lesson. That's the whole point of the relationship. In this kind of karmic relationship, some karmic relationships are good. I'm not knocking karmics. You can have a karmic partner that teaches you a good lesson too. But this particular one is not good. Not good at all. He's not happy. Just know that even though he's hiding it from the world, he's not trying to show people what's happening here. He's getting clarity, and he's going to be single again. Yeah. Okay, love. I hope that helped. Hey, 69 babe girl. My list closed at 7:30 Pacific time, so about 25 minutes ago. And I'm working down the list that's here, but I'm here every Thursday, and I have like 6 more lives where I'm doing free questions. You talk every day, but we just laugh and talk, and sometimes he does vent. Yeah, he's not telling you everything, love. He won't tell you everything. Oh, no, don't worry, 69 babe girl. It's cool. I would love to answer questions all night, but I got to work tomorrow, so. I am here, though, next Thursday. If you want to come in and get a question in before 7:30 Pacific time, they'll have to look at the world clock where you are to that. I'm happy to answer it for you. I've got another 6 weeks of free questions and lives. I'm so glad that it did help you, love. It's hard, right? It's really, really hard. Yeah. But good things are happening, though. Just take comfort in the fact that he's getting the clarity. I don't think he's going to stay in this. Some divine masculines are so stubborn that they stick it out forever. But I think this is uncomfortable enough that he's going to get out of it. Okay, love. Let's go on to who's next after Mel. Thanks, Mel. I hope you come back. Okay. Let's see here. I'm looking at the list, guys. Who else is on the list? I'm sorry, I've got to scroll way up to see. Okay, there's Mel. We've got Andrea. We already did Crystal. Okay, Pavitra. What a pretty name. I have never heard that before. Pavitra, are you here? You want to know if you will meet your future partner this year. I'm just looking to see who's after Pavitra. Hold on one second. And Bella is next. Pavitra, are you here? If you're here, can you just throw anything in the comments so I know? Let's see who else. Who did I have next after that? I'm sorry, I lost it already. It was Bella, and then Trina Green. So Bella and Trina Green, are you here? And then Laura. And then Hope. I think that's the end of the list. Bella, Trina, Laura, and Hope. Pavithra, are you here? Did I see that? Okay, no, Pavithra, you're next. Let's go ahead and... Hi, Bella. Okay, I'll get you after Pavithra. Okay, let me... Now I lost her question. Hold on one second. Will I meet my future partner this year? Okay, let's check it out. Okay. Will Pavithra meet her future partner this year? I'm going to draw a couple from the Everyday Witch Tarot and see what we get there. And then I'm going to do some clarifiers. And, timelines are real hard on connections. I don't know if you're in a twin flame connection, Pavithra, or if you're in a soulmate connection, or if you have any idea if this is just a brand new thing for you. You're saying meet your future partner. But timelines are a little bit dicey because free will exists and you just never know what's going to happen. But let's see what we say. Death, which is just an ending. That doesn't mean anyone's dying. Okay. If you're not familiar with tarot. I mean, it can mean that, but I'm not. I don't see it here. King of Pentacles. Oh, I want one more. One more. Wow. What do we get? The Two of Cups. Okay. So King of Pentacles and Two of Cups is definitely about meeting a partner. And Two of Cups is about a choice in love. It's about meeting that, making the choice towards your person. And the King of Pentacles is the best king in the deck. That's the most stable, reliable king. That's the one you want to meet if you're going to meet any of them. But we've got an ending here. So let me look and see what's ending. See if sometimes it's an ending so you can have a new beginning. So let's look and see what we get. Clarify death. Clarify death with that ending. Cutting a cord. I see cutting a cord with this ending. You need to cut a cord with someone. Have you broken up with someone recently, Pavithra, or not that long ago? I feel like someone here needs to cut a cord in order for this to come in. I'm seeing it really clearly. And look at this death card. Yeah, there it is. So look at him with the sword in his hand, and there's this rope barrier in front of him, and he's cut partway through it, but it's not all the way cut. There's a tie that needs to be cut for you to let the right person in. Or maybe they do. One of those things. I think it's you, though. No one. Okay. There's something. It's like there's something holding you back. Okay, not today. Not today. And then we've got love call. And then we've got cassette. Okay. So I don't get that it's happening fast. Not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, boundaries. Pavithra, have you had a hard time in relationships? Have you, I get there's something in you that needs to be healed in order to call in your person. I get someone beautiful for you coming. I get someone beautiful for you coming. Someone expressing their love to you. But there's some outdated thinking here for you. There's something happening here for you that you need to heal within yourself for that person to come in properly. I think it would really benefit you to really look at old experiences that maybe are coloring your perception of relationships. And I think that that's really going to benefit you. I see that someone could come in for you this year. I do see that, but I think that you have some work to do. It's not going to happen until you cut some kind of tie or heal something within yourself, okay? So the possibility exists if you do the work on yourself, is what I'm seeing, Kabithra. I hope that helps. Cancerian, hey there. I actually cut off my list at 7:30 Pacific time. Hi, General. I keep my list up until 7:30. We start at 6 Pacific time, so that's about an hour and a half. And so I'm still answering all the questions from that, but I'll be here next Thursday at 6 o'clock Pacific time. And as long as you're on the list before 7:30 and you're present when I call you out, then I'll answer your question for free. And I'm doing that for the next 6 weeks or so. So definitely come back, and I'd love to answer your question then. Okay, let's move on. I think we got Bella. Is that Bella? I like the name Bella. I used to have a rabbit named Bella. I'm not kidding. I love that name so much. Okay. All right. So let's look at Bella's question. Bella, love, are you still here? I think you probably are. Will you get the job you're thinking of applying for? Well, let's check it out. Okay, so I am going to grab my financial cards, and I'm going to pull one of those after I pull some tarot, but I'm not going to use this deck. What deck do I want to use? I want to use Modern Witch. Okay, let's see what we get. Will Bella get the job she wants? Thank you, Cancerian. I really appreciate that. Hey, General, I actually closed my list at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. So it's been closed for a little over half an hour. But I will be here next Thursday. And if you get a question in before 7:30, I'm so happy to answer that. I just have to cut it off at that time. Okay. Bella, will she get the job she's hoping for? I hope you do. Let's see. Forward movement. I mean, yeah, maybe. Hold on. I'm getting like a positive vibe, but let me see what comes out in the cards. Four of Wands, 5 Wands. That's interesting. I see celebration here. You celebrating it, but then some kind of conflict. Okay, what's on the bottom? 2 of Wands. You're going to have a choice to make. The conflict is a choice. It's a choice between something you really want to do and maybe something that's more lucrative that you don't want to do as much. Let me see what else we got. Death. There's an ending. You're going to have to walk away from one of those offers, and it's going to make you a little bit sad. It's going to give you a little bit of worry. I think people around you are going to maybe give you some issues about what you choose, Bella. You're going to have a choice in jobs, not just one job. And people around you might be in your ear about like what you should do and what you shouldn't do. Like, listen to yourself. Don't let people influence your choice. You have to follow your intuition. Stand your ground with the 9 of Wands here. There is going to be conflict, but you just have to be strong through that. You'll have clarity about this when the time comes. Yeah, I see that you're encouraged to do certain things. There are people that are trying to influence you, but you have to follow your heart. You have to follow your intuition, okay? Yeah, I see that. I see a lot of conflict here for you. But look, I see you holding your ground. Again, here and here, I see you holding your ground. You're going to come into the place where you make your decisions. you know, these choices might be coming in a little slowly for you. It might not come in super fast. And the people around you, if you don't listen, they might be a little butthurt. But I see you having a job where you really love working on it. This Eight of Pentacles is about working on your money and your finance. And you see this person that's in this beautiful place. Yeah. The Six of Pentacles, I see finding balance. Should you follow that job? Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. Cards are saying yes, honey. That's what I'm seeing for you. Okay. I hope that helped you. Oh, I was going to draw a card. Hold on. Check this out. I can earn money by doing what I love to do, Bella. Choose the job you love. That will lead you on the right path. Make your choice. Don't let other people make it. Yes way. Trip, huh? I was even surprised to see it. And I don't usually bring these cards out. There was just a reason for you to see it. That's awesome. I hope it works out for you well. I have a feeling it will. Stand your ground, babe. Okay. I don't remember where I put these. Okay. Let's go on to who is next. Thank you for being here, Bella. You're so welcome. Come back again, okay? Hi, Priscilla. If you don't already have a question on the board, the list is closed, but I'll be here next Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific time, and the list is open till 7:30. So you're welcome to come back next week, and I'm so happy to answer questions for you then. So let me go back up and see who's next. I got to scroll up quite a ways, guys, so just 1 second. I think it's Hope. Oh, no, it might be Laura. Hold on 1 second. It's Laura or Hope. Laura and Hope, are you here? Can you just throw something in the comments? No, it was Laura. Okay. What message do you have for me today? And then Hope, does my crush still think about me? We're both Taurus. Okay, so let me do Laura and then I'll do Hope. Okay. You guys are here. Yay. Okay. All right, Laura, what message do I have? What deck are we using? I'm feeling something different. There's always a reason when I feel a different deck. Why do I feel funny? Like I feel okay, I want to grab my Housewives Tarot. My favorite medium, who is really well known in the area that I live in, works at the Metaphysical Bookstore. I think she actually might be part owner, but she's there a lot. And when I picked up this Housewives Tarot deck and went to buy it, she thought it was hysterical. She told me it's hysterical, buy it. So I had to buy it. You're emotionally lost and need guidance. I think you need a little levity. Well, let's see what messages are coming for Laura. You're next. Thank you for sticking it out. I know these are long. What message do we have for Laura? She needs a good laugh, for God's sakes. Three of Cups. Let's see what else we get. And that one wants to come out. A Hanged Man. What message do we have for Laura? What does Spirit want to tell her? I'm curious now. I love these general ones where it just could be anything. And I dropped cards. Hold on. I dropped 3 cards. And they're way under the table. Hold on. Yeah, each some. You're having a reach for something right now. Okay, we've got the 4 of Swords, the 5 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Pentacles. What's Spirit saying to Laura with these cards? Okay. Emotionally lost and need guidance. What is Spirit saying to you? Laura, are you worried about kind of time running out to have kids? Is this something that's on your mind right now? I just get that. No, no, okay. What is it about babies? With this Three of Cups here, I'm getting a kid vibe. And then with the Four of Swords, it's like a rest from, you might need a rest from kids. But I get that, it might not be kids in general. It might be, oh, you have 4 kids. This makes a lot of sense. This makes so much sense. If I had 4 kids, I'd need a break too. It's like you need to take a break from the stress of everyday life. What I'm getting from this combination, you need a break. The Four of Swords is about recuperation. And do you see her like with her mask on? She's like doing a spa day. She's got cucumbers, got lipstick down here. She's like doing her. She needs to feel more feminine, and she needs to feel more pampered. And it's just like with this baby here with the Three of Cups, it's like your kids are your third party situation here. So it's like, and I'm not knocking your kids, love. My daughter is my favorite person in the world. So I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's time for a little me time for you. You need some me time. And I don't know if your kids are at home or grown or whatever, but I really get, oh, this is upside down. I really get you needing some self-love time, some self-care time, honestly, love. With the Hanged Man and the Five of Pentacles, I see you feeling abandoned and just like, I see you feeling abandoned. And like all of your pentacles are crashing to the ground. It's maybe some financial struggles and trying to get some perspective on, like trying to get a handle on it is what I'm getting. From the Five of Pentacles is often like you see a couple and they're outside of a church and they're out in the snow. But this Five of Pentacles, you actually see the pentacles here kind of crashing. So it's like you do feel abandoned. I'm getting that. It's time for you to get some perspective on this feeling of abandonment. The Nine of Cups is about it's about coming into self-love so you can have your Ten of Pentacles. I feel the emotional drain on you with these cards. I feel it. It's like there's so much going on and you don't have time to catch your breath. You're feeling left out. You're feeling abandoned. It's like you want your Ten of Pentacles. You want your happy family, happy life, the whole deal. But right now you're single with the Nine of Cups. That's single. Let me see what's on the bottom of the deck. I just want to see. Four of Pentacles. I see you trying to hold on to money. That's a struggle. And I see an emotionally unavailable man. Maybe drinking a little bit. I'm not saying he must be an alcoholic, but I do feel like a feeling of like, it's a sad feeling. Maybe just numbing emotional pain. I see a man here in your life or the husband in your life who is currently emotionally unavailable. I think they had a choice to make. I think you have a choice to make for your own happiness here. What Spirit is saying here is that you have to not hook your happiness, the sun, onto this King of Cups, this emotionally unavailable man. You have to make the choice for your own happiness. It's hard. I know it's hard. But you've got to hang on to all the good things in your life with the Four of Pentacles. You know, hang on to your kids, hang on to and do some more self-care. Really do some things that feel good to you, even if you have to enlist some help. The Six of Swords, I see you walking away from this painful situation. I see you getting better. I see it getting better. I see you going within with the Hanged Man and the Hermit. You need to take a time out. Love's going to come in for you. Check this out. This is what we're ending up with. The King of Wands. Passionate love is going to come in for you, and it's not going to be that emotionally unavailable King of Cups. It's going to be someone better. Oh my God, we had the Queen of Wands directly under the King of Wands. This is a soulmate pair. That's a soulmate pair. It's coming for you, but you have to cut off the King of Cups that's emotionally unavailable. The King of Cups is someone that has deep emotion but can't express it. And until he learns his lesson about how to express it, it doesn't do you any good. There is something better coming for you, a soulmate connection. So have some faith and hope that things are going to get better. With this coming out after the Lovers, I don't think that you could get a better combination for your future. Okay? All right, Laura, that's been your message. And the Hierophant, too, right after that. That's higher level commitment, marriage. Okay. Let's go on to next. You're so welcome, Laura. I hope it gets better. I know I've been in your situation, and I know how hard that is. Not with 4 kids. I got 1, but it was still hard. Okay. Let's see where we are. Hope is next. Let me check out Hope's question. Hope, are you still here, love? Let's see. Hope. Where are you? 1 second. And I think Hope was the last person on the list. Does my crush still think about me? We're both Taurus. Oh, there you are, love. Okay, let's wrap up with your question. Both Taurus. I love double earth energy couples. I'm a double earth energy couple. We're Capricorn and Virgo. And it's a really cool energy. Okay, so I connect with you there. All right, we don't need the Housewives Tarot anymore. We're done with that. What? Yeah. Here we go. Okay. I'm going to clear the energy, Hope. Can you tap into your person, please? Just close your eyes. Okay. Hope. You just ground for a second. I got to reset. That last reading was a little intense for me. 1 second. Okay. Does Hope's crush still think about her? She's Taurus, they're Taurus. My Taurus couple here. I actually am a Taurus moon, and my mom's a Taurus, so I really resonate with that too. Actually, I have Taurus in 4 houses. Sometimes I wish I didn't. I like food a little too much. That's a Taurus thing. Okay. I'm just going to scroll down so I can see whatever anyone is commenting. Okay. Oh, what do we got? We've got the Lovers, and we've got the Ace of Swords. Those 2 cards have been coming out like crazy tonight. Came out in the reading, came out for a bunch of different people. We're all kind of on a similar wavelength here. 9 of Wands. What does Hope's Taurus crush think about her? What does Hope's Taurus crush? Oh, okay. One more. I want another one. Two of Swords. Whoa. So the Eight of Swords came out. It didn't flip out all the way. We got the Two of Swords and the Eight of Swords, which are both blindfolded characters. I don't think I was supposed to have the Eight of Swords out, but I think I was supposed to see the blindfold. The blindfold in tarot cards is all about not having enough information to make a good decision or to move. It's about feeling like you don't know enough. One more card, this one. The Moon. Yeah, the Moon is about things being hidden. Your person, your Taurus person, either there's stuff that you know that they don't, or there's stuff that they know that you don't. Someone here is feeling like they don't have enough information to make a good decision. Like there's stuff hidden from them. Hope. Someone's got their boundaries up. You know, they want this love. And I feel like it's your person because we're asking how do they feel about you. Your person has their boundaries up against you for some reason. They feel like they don't know enough. They feel like there are hidden things. Let me look into it a little further. What do we got on the bottom of the deck? Yeah, the Knight of Swords. There needs to be some communication here. A choice in love. In order to make that choice, there needs to be communication first. If you want that passionate new beginning, there won't be a new beginning. There won't be any kind of solid offer until that happens. Queen of Cups. He sees you as beautiful, loving. He sees you as really beautiful. And don't take this message as he sees you as deceitful or anything. It's not that. There's something else. Hey, Jenny, welcome. So thank you so much for subscribing. Look, this is how he sees you. This Queen of Cups. Beautiful, gentle, loving, nurturing. All the good things, the best things you could be. But feeling a little out in the cold with you, like for some reason he can't come in with you. Moving away from you. There's some kind of toxicity. Okay, it could be that he thinks there are things that he doesn't know, but they're not genuine. It could be some toxic pattern from his own life, like from previous relationships. Maybe he's had people cheat on him or lie to him or something like that where he's not very trusting, is what I'm getting. Once this Devil card popped up, that totally made it clear. So he sees you as this beautiful person, but he's seeing away because of this kind of fear, this toxicity in his own life. It doesn't have anything to do with you. He sees you as the sun, but he's got some fear. He's in a way, he's holding on to you. And he's not in his Emperor energy. He's got some things to learn. You see the Emperor here, but just see that horned kind of thing on the wall. And we go back to the Devil, which a horned thing is often, Devil energy. There's something toxic for him. And I'm not saying he's a toxic person. I believe that there's something toxic in his past, some bad things that have happened that just keep his guard up about people. But I see him thinking really beautiful things about you. I hope that helps. Maybe that'll give you a little bit of fuel to have some conversations, and I don't know, maybe that'll help fix things a bit. Okay. We all have things to work on. That's why we come here to this human experience, to ascend, to work on things. He's got some things to work on, love. Okay. That wraps up our list. Oh, Jenny, I would love to give you a general message, but I closed my list an hour ago at 7:30 Pacific. I'm sorry, I just saw your message. I was talking to Hope here. But I come every Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific. I do a message, and at the end, you are so welcome, Hope. Yeah, and I would love to read for you, Jenny. Come back next Thursday at 6 Pacific, or right after the reading. You can put up a question as long as it's up by 7:30. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone who's been here and stuck it out with me. I've loved working with you guys one-on-one. It's been a lot of fun. I will be back next Thursday. I've got 6 more lives with free questions. So that's another 6 weeks. That's quite a few. And then after that, I'm going to be doing a limited time offer questions for like $5 a piece. And we'll go from there. So anyway, thank you guys. Love you. You have a beautiful night. And I'll see you around the channel. Take care.